Hey everyone, Kev Muldoon here, and in this video what I'd like to do is talk about a brand new smartphone that was released today in the UK by Vodafone. You know, there's never been a clear winner as to what is the best smartphone in the market. There's always a good Apple phone, there's normally 3 or 4 good Android phones, and occasionally you get a good Windows phone or BlackBerry phone. But in the mid-range of the market, there's been a clear winner for me over the last 2 years, and that is the Motorola G. It was released in the UK between £100 and £150, but to get the same specifications from another brand, you would have to pay at least double that. You know, there was phones from Samsung and Sony that were £200 to £250 to £300 that had the same specs as the Motorola G. The second version of the Motorola G came out at the end of 2014, so whenever someone is asked about a new phone, I've always asked them to consider the Motorola G because I bought it myself and I gave it to my brother, and I bought one, I gave it to my parents, and I was always impressed with it. You know, it's incredibly cheap. When you consider that top end smartphones in the UK retail for like £400 to £600, and you're picking up a very fast smartphone for about £100, it's fantastic. But it looks like the Moto G finally has a competitor. Vodafone today released a brand new phone called the Smart Ultra 6. I'm not sure if you call it a smartphone or a phablet because it has a 5.5 inch screen. The phone was made for Vodafone by Chinese company ZTE. It's essentially the same as the ZTE Blade S6 Plus, but the Smart Ultra 6 does have a high resolution screen. So let's look at the specs. As I noted earlier, it has a 5.5 inch screen. It's 1080p, so that's full HD. It also connects to the 4G network, so you should get super quick download speeds. It's got a 30 megapixel camera at the back with LED flash. It's got a 5 megapixel camera at the front, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabyte of storage, and a 3000 milliamp battery. Also has an octa-core CPU that goes up to 1.5 gigahertz. One of the things that really surprised me about this phone though is that it comes with Android 5.1 Lollipop, which you won't see in many other phones in the market just now. Vodafone has released the Smart Ultra 6 on pay-as-you-go for only £125. That is insanely cheap. If you look at the flagship models from 2014 from LG, from Sony, from Samsung, from HTC, those phones all had similar specifications to the Smart Ultra 6, except they were released for about £500 to £600 on launch day. Granted, those phones have probably reduced in price to about £250 to £350, but you can pick up the Smart Ultra 6 for £125. It's a fantastic deal, and I really do recommend checking it out. If you're interested in the Smart Ultra 6, please do check the description area below. I'll leave some links to the reviews, to the announcement, and anything else that I think you'll find useful. If you get any questions about this, please do leave a comment below, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please do consider liking or subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.